5 seconds. We're going to start with marching in place and doing some shoulder rolls. And let's get going. So let's just get those feet moving, arms moving. And switch direction on the arms. And now we're going to move into a high knee march with double arms. So a double tap. A little bit bigger movement. Oh, I see Jamie's puppy today. And getting ready to switch. We're going into our curtsy with arm pull. And getting ready to switch. We are going into butt kickers. And we are switching to imaginary jump rope. And we are moving into either full jumping jacks, or you can do a modified jack. Wherever you're at. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion with your arms. One more, you can speed up the movement. Or you can pull it down. And from there, we're moving into side lunges. Make sure you're keeping your back nice and tall as you're moving from side to side. And we are moving into our half squat with a cross arm stretch. Really reach across the room. Let's warm up that back. And we're moving into front leg kicks. Remember, it's a nice soft knee to leg. We're just moving, getting those legs moving. And our last 30 seconds is our lateral run with our knee up. All right. And we are done our warm-up. Take a minute, get a drink of water. I will get the workup queued up. Oop. Nope, that's not what I wanted. It's this double monitor thing. For me, when technology goes bad, it goes really bad. All right. Okay. I will quickly run through the exercises, although you all know them by now. So we're doing 8 different exercises, and we are doing them for 35 seconds on and 20 seconds off. I don't know about you guys, but I found 40 was a lot last week, so we're gonna just bump it up a little bit. And we'll go have 2 minutes rest in between. Complete workout is 30 minutes. So we start with speed skater, and it is our lateral push. We are pushing from the outside of our leg. You can have your foot close to your heel. You can have it back. You can bring your arms into it if you want to get your heart rate up a bit more. So just judge where you're at and what you need to elevate the heart rate. This is about pushing our heart rate up, letting it come down a bit, and pushing it back up. Then we go from there into our step back with arm extension. And again, the more you move your arms and the faster you move, the higher your heart rate's going to be. Then we've got our double knee up with arms. Similar to our the one we do in our warm-up, but a little bit faster. Really get moving. And see how high you can drive that knee up. From there, we go into the plie squat with our around the world arms. Again, you want to be nice and tall in your squat. Want your back very vertical, weight in your heels. Squat to leg abduction. You're not going as deep in your squat. You're coming down, you're coming up, and you're going into that abduction. Trying to keep your body as vertical as possible. If you have hip issues that prevent you from going to the side, then do a knee up. That's going to give your core some challenge for balance. Then we go into our curtsy lunge with windmill, which is our curtsy, bringing our arms all the way around. Nice fluid movement. Whew, I had a tough time today, guys. And then we're going to go into side plank crunches. So we'll be down on our mat. Into that side plank position, arm up, and we are bringing our knee to our elbow, working these muscles right in here, and finishing with mountain climbers. Once that round is done, then we move into our 2-minute break. So I'm going to start the timer. I am going to start the timer. There we go. We are going to go in 15 seconds. Starting with our speed skater. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Three, 2, 1. 20 seconds rest. Moving into our step back with arm extension. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice straight arms. Full range of motion. Down by your hips, over your head. And break. 20 seconds rest. We are moving into our double knee up with arms. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Again, nice straight arms, full range of movement. Couple more seconds. And break. Moving into our Plie Squat with our big around the world arms. Our heart has to work harder with these big arm movements. We are going in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Backs are nice and tall. Exhaling at the top. And break. Moving into our squat with leg abduction. We are going in 5 seconds. And go. More seconds. And down. Moving into our curtsy lunge with our windmill. Again, we want to use nice big arms, nice straight limbs. Think about our paddling arms. And we are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Liking those arms. And break. We're now moving down to our mats for our last 2 exercises. I will call a switch at the halfway point. You can just roll over to the other side and go. Try and connect that knee and elbow. And switch. And break. You're staying down on the mat. We are finishing with mountain climbers. You can do full running mountain climbers. You can bring one leg in at a time, or you can do a plank. And we are going now. Make sure that bum is down. And break. We're on 2 minutes rest. Keep moving around, do not stop moving. Even if you're just small movements side to side, get a drink of water. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to unmute. I'll be happy
I have
to chat.
one. I can't do the one where we're laying on the hips. Can I do something else?
The crunches, Annie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got pain in both hips tonight.
I know you have trouble with those side movements. Can you do where you're lying on your back and you're just doing one leg up, other leg up?
Yep, I can do that.
Okay. Just substitute it for that one.
It's just
It's a
I
little
can't lay on
different
my.
muscle group, but I know that you have trouble with that movement. And we are going in a minute. "30 seconds until speed skater." Adam's all warmed up and ready to go. He's fired up. We are going in 5 seconds with speed skater. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Round 2, everyone. And break. We are moving into our step back with arm extension. And we are going in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. And break. We are moving into our double knee up with our arms. And we are going in 5 seconds. And we're on. Really try and get that knee up as high as you can. break. Moving into our plie squat with our big around the world arms. Make sure you're nice and tall in that squat. Weights in your heels, knees are not going past your toes. And you're on. Try and get a tempo going with this one. And break. Moving into our squat with leg abduction or knee up. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The challenge for everyone, including myself, is to keep that midline straight and not have that tendency to lean over. Becomes really important when we're paddling because we want to be able to control where our weight is relative to the boat. Break. We are moving into a curtsy lunge with a windmill. And we are going in 3, 2, 1. And break. Moving down to the mat for our side plank crunches. Start on the side you finished on. Just to make it even. And we are going in 3, 2, 1. And switch. And break. Moving into our last exercise of round 2. We're 2/3 of the way there. We have mountain climbers, or whatever modified version you need to do. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ten more seconds. And break. 2 minutes well deserved. Whew. Just got a minute and a half. Stay moving, stay upright. One of the things I always did hear after a drill when I started paddling is I would just crumple at the end of a 500 or the end of a long drill, long hard drill. And coach would always say, make sure you're sitting up. It's how the oxygen's getting into your lungs. So that always kind of sits in the back of my head, even though I'd like to lie down right now. Just under a minute left. And we're going into our third round, final round. You should be out of breath as you are doing these exercises. If you're not, challenge yourself a little bit. See if you can get a few more reps in. See if you can get a bigger range of motion. Whatever you need to do, because we're all at different miles in this journey. Lisa says she's out of breath and sweaty. I'm there with you, Lisa. And we are going in 15 seconds. We are starting with speed skater. Round 3, everyone. And we are going in 3, 2, 1, into speed skater. You're using your arms. Make sure they're controlled. Make sure they're moving with your body. So that they're part of the movement and not necessarily the momentum. 3, 2, 1, break. And we're moving into our step back with arm extension. And we are going in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Doing great there, Adam. And break. Moving into our double knee up with arms. Again, if you want more of a challenge, make the movement bigger. Make your arms bigger. Get your knees higher to the ceiling. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Almost there. And down. Moving into our plie squat. Take our around the world arms. Remember, this squat is a bit wider, so we can get a bit more range of motion. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. And down. Moving into our squat with leg abduction. One thing my trainer told me, and I try to reverse each round, is you always start with your stronger leg. Think about what leg you're starting with. And go. So she used to make me mix it up. I think it was more habit than anything, but. Nice, Annie. Good job on those knees. And down. 3 more exercises, guys. Curtsy lunge with windmill. We are going in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice straight arms. Good form, everyone. Our arm control translates directly to our arm control on our paddle when we are paddling, which that day is getting closer. 3, 2, 1, break. And we are down on the mat for our final 2 exercises. Start on the side you finished on. And we are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're on. And switch. And stay in your mat. Roll over and get ready for your last exercise. We're moving into mountain climbers. We're into the finish. We're in our last 50 meters, everybody. So we got to dig deep, find a little more. And we are going in 3, 2, 1. Let's finish this. Ten more seconds. Hang on. Finish strong. Three, 2, 1. Down. We'll take a minute. Grab some water. Find our lungs before we move into our cool down. Well done, everyone. How is it to be back, Kay? It's nice to have you back. All right, I'll get started in about 10 seconds. Do a cool down. I see everybody's drinking water. And let's do some just nice big arm circles. Who's Ozzy? Oh. And switch arms. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Kay's cat is visiting her. Mine hide. They were here for a while on Saturday. All right, let's shake those shoulders out. We're gonna move into our goal posts, up and down. Again, you want those arms parallel to the floor. Put a little pressure on your hands so you can feel that stretch in your shoulder blades. And then you're just gonna rotate down and you're gonna feel that release on the front of your shoulders. And up. Our shoulder conditioning is so important. And down. Actually, in next week's news blast, I'll give you guys some shoulder conditioning work you can do when we're not together. Back up. It's one of the most common injuries in our sport. And down one more time. All right, shake that out. Let's go into our next stretch. One arm behind our back. And just tip. If that's enough stretch for you, you may have to play with where your chin is to get that stretch. But what you're doing is you're releasing all in here. If you need a little bit more, nice soft butterfly fingers on the top of your head. And back up to center, switch arms. Find that spot where you feel the stretch. Make sure you've got nice, deep, even breathing while we stretch these as well. Want that oxygen to go in there. We want to be releasing all that lactic acid we built up. And release. Let's move into our tricep stretch. And release. And switch arms. And release. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands on your hips. We're doing a trunk rotation, but we're rotating from here up. So you're really just looking at that side wall. You should feel that release through your shoulder blades and mid-back. And back to center. And the other side. And release. All right, we're going to take a nice deep breath and then we're going to go into our forward fold. Nice deep breath up. As we exhale, you're coming into that forward fold. And your flexibility, if it's anything like mine, varies day to day. Some days I get my hands down to the floor. Sometimes I'm touching my shins. Just hang there. If you need, don't be afraid to soften those knees. It's not about locking your knees in. It's about opening all those muscles up. And just hang there. Did a lot of leg work today. Shift your body over to your left. Feel how that stretch is different. Back to center, over to your right. Back to center. Bringing your hands up onto your quads. We're moving into cat-cow. Inhale. Pushing that butt out. Exhale to your angry cat. Feel that spine release. Do 3 more times on your own. This is a nice, slow, controlled movement. And we're going to sit down. And we'll do a back. Actually, we'll lay down on our mats. We'll do our back figure 4 stretch. Let's release those glutes. So we're going into that glute bridge position, but we are crossing one leg over the other. And that may be enough for you. You may feel that stretch in the back of your glute. If you need more, you can bring that leg up. Or if you still need more, you can thread through and interlock your fingers. Again, it's up to you. Just where you feel that stretch. And release. Bring your leg down, cross the other one over. Again, find what stretch feels right for you, and it may be different between each leg. And release. And we are going to move into our cobbler stretch, releasing our inner thighs, soles of the feet together. You're nice and tall. Depending on your mobility, your hands may just rest here. They may be down. You may be able to grab your toes. If you need a bit more stretch, you can lean forward. If you're leaning forward, you're not rounding. That's not the stretch. The stretch is hinging from the hip, keeping that spine neutral. And release. Shake out your legs. Slowly return up to standing. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths here. Nice big inhale. Fill those lungs with air. Big deep exhale. Get rid of it all. One more time. Up. And exhale. Well done, everyone. I see those repetitions improving. You guys are really starting to move along with the workout.